We're getting so many messages into the pod, by the way, and thank you so much. If you are one of those people, keep them coming in.
Should we start with Jack?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of messages. I just have to put it out there because I do think that some of the listener messages, they are incredible.
Yeah.
And Jack's one especially, Dave.
My boss has just moved into a lovely new house and had me installing a CCTV. I had all the bedroom floorboards up and managed to trip and fall through the ceiling of his lounge. I ended up dangling in midair in front of my boss's family in their brand new living room.
I can't help but picture Del Boy and Rodney with the chandelier moment.
Yeah.
For the fact that he is hanging from someone's roof while he's trying to fix, something, it is quite possibly the best vision you could have in an evening or in the morning if you listen to it on the way to work. Just picture that for a second. Poor Jack dangling from the ceiling. Phenomenal.
The whole family sat there. They've all been put in one room whilst, Jack goes and does his job professionally. Yeah. And next thing they know, he's coming through the ceiling. His legs, no doubt he's sworn loudly. And poor kids, dust falling on their heads. It's like, we'll just stay in this room for a bit whilst the CCTV guy does his thing.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Bam. Yeah, I think what Jack wants here is he probably wants you to apologise on his behalf. I know we've been doing this a bit on the podcast where you offer it as a bit of a service.
On behalf of Jack and all at the podcast, myself, Chris, Dave, George, John and Sam who record with us here, we'd like to apologise to Jack's boss and his entire family for the manner in which Jack crashed through your ceiling whilst trying to mend the CCTV. On behalf of everyone concerned, sorry.
He whipped out a hoover earlier, Dave. Before you got here, we were having a bit of food. He was buzzing with this hoover. This isn't an advert, genuinely, if you're already suspicious. It's not sponsored by Dyson yet, although maybe at some point. Pete whipped out this hoover, this handheld hoover, and it lights up in front of him.
Blew my mind. First time I used it.
It was just weird watching you use a hoover.
Yeah,
it was like that Queen video, where there's something quite funny to watch.
It blew my mind. Like I've used that hoover on a regular basis, and I always go mad at her, like, what? Everything's fine, there's nothing there. But actually, when you use it, you can see why she does. It's a UV light on top of it that lights up, and even when it looks like there's nothing to hoover up, you see it has things there.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Honestly, it was so
amazing. I don't know if you've got one of those, anyone, but well worth.
It's definitely the future. I wasn't aware the technology, the UV light on the
really moved on.
The handheld hoover was a thing, but
I'd like to do that over Dave's bed.
I tell you what.
Oh, imagine you being Dave's laptop.
Oh, Christ almighty. Oh, yeah.
I thought it'd be more jizzy for some reason.
He's wiped that down.
Actually did that on the train down here, actually. He got the wet wipes out and gave it a quick clean.
He's wiped that down.
Great hoover that, though.
It's, fantastic.
Yeah. Okay, let's do another message. This is from Georgia in Liverpool. It says, what are your thoughts on celebrating when an opposition scores an own goal? Did you ever celebrate one? And like celebrations after VAR checks, should we encourage over-the-top celebrations after an own goal is scored? It's true, it is often quite muted, isn't it?
Yeah, they are muted, aren't they? But it's the same. Like, you should celebrate it properly.
Yeah, but you're not going to go running into the corner. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the problem. There's no one goal scorer.
You can't whip out a robot for someone else's own goal.
No, I have tried to claim own goals though. I've done that. I remember doing that. I think might have been Bremen in the Champions League. I think Gareth Bale went down the left, and I've tapped. It looked like I tapped it in, but I couldn't really go through with it. I knew it was an own goal, and I know that it would have been flagged up. Did you do the sort of half hand? A bit. Did you go? Can I get away with this?
Look around.
Yeah.
If it's all got a bit nasty between the other team, you do see players go and want to like rub it in their face or must say the odd comment.
If there's a bit of grief.
But then normally in that situation, it'd be a striker like yourself to a defender. Most own goals are scored by defenders, right, Dave?
Absolutely. Do you guys know the top own goaling defender in the Premier League?
I'm going to say Jamie Carragher.
Jamie Carragher's second.
Richard Dunn.
7. Richard Dunn's top with 10.
Double figures.
Another Liverpool player who you played with, Crouchy.
Bear with me.
He scored 4 in one season.
Check your balls. No.
Well, it's not Sammy Hoopier.
No. Skirtle. Did you play
Martin
with?
Skirtle. Yeah, did play with Skirtle.
7.
Really?
Yeah.
7 own goals.
7 own goals. He did it in 5 years, whereas Carragher did it in 12.
Prolific.
Do you get a medal for that? Maybe that's.
I did. I would not have said that. I literally. It didn't even enter my head about OGs. I didn't realise. Well,
there should be a golden boot for own goal, shouldn't there? You know,
every season.
Yeah, it needs a name. It needs something instead of the golden boot.
Do you think there's less own goals now?
Well, they're more or less the same. There's just,
is it really?
It just feels around the average.
Feels like there's less. I don't know. Less comical ones, maybe. Do you know what I mean?
Less sort of one reminders that kind of that was a bit silly.
Jamie Pollock, you don't get that anymore, do you? You know?
I like it when they thump him in.
Yeah,
really give it something.
Yeah, well, Pollock had 3 touches. He went back, he flicked it over the defender, didn't he? And then headed it over his own goalkeeper. I mean, there was time that went into that. You don't see that anymore. You know what I mean?
We need to get them recognised. I think there needs to be, because it is a great part of the game, isn't it?
Great part of the game.
And you shouldn't be. I think if you score an own goal, it's annoying because your team will go down. But you shouldn't be ashamed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
depends if you Pollock it. I've scored one.
Have you?
Yeah, I remember. Mine was for Tottenham. It was actually Man City.
Tottenham.
For Man City, in fact. Yeah, it was like a near post one, and I went to clear it out when it sort of come off the heel and went in near post.
Yeah, good to say you've scored for City though, isn't it?
It's another, on my CV, isn't it?
Yeah.